The Associated Press has declared Brandon Scott the winner of Baltimore's Democratic mayoral primary. Hello, everyone. I'm Vic Carter. The victory comes exactly 1 week since the primary election. Here is a look at the latest results. Scott leads with 29.4% of the vote. A narrow victory over former Mayor Sheila Dixon, who has 27.7%. Brandon Scott joins us now live on the phone. Mr. Scott, first of all, congratulations. How are you feeling this evening?
Thank you, Vic. I'm just grateful. I am grateful to the citizens of Baltimore for coming out and voting in historic numbers in the election amid a pandemic to vote for change for their city. And grateful that they elected a son of Baltimore, someone who survived all the things that we know take the lives of too many young people in Baltimore. And they're grateful that they believe that I can represent and lead us through the deep changes that we need to unite this city and bring us together.
Well, as you see your candidacy moving forward, should you win in November, what do you see as your mandate?
Listen, the mandate is to bring deep change to Baltimore, to show that Baltimore can be an equitable city, that we can unite our city, that we can reimagine our city government and how it operates from top to bottom, that we can build a city that is representative and meets the needs of all and not just some, and that we can no longer afford to be a city that just throws away neighborhoods and throws away lives of people. That's my mandate, is to set Baltimore on a path, on a new way forward, so that Baltimore can be the best city we can be for all of us.
And Baltimore, of course, has had some challenges at the top of leadership here in the city. What promise do you make to the city of Baltimore should you win?
Listen, my promise is to work hard every day and do everything about Baltimore. It never has been in my service about Brandon Scott. It will always be about making sure that Baltimore is moving forward. That's what my service to our city has always been about, and that's what it'll always be about for me. It will be about what is best for Baltimore and what's best for Baltimore only.
Mr. Brandon Scott, thank you so much for joining us. And once again, we congratulate you. Let's go now live to Rachel Minitoff with more on this election. Rachel.
Vic, it's been a tight race, but Brandon Scott has been leading in the polls for the last few days. At the end of today's canvassing, he was up by 1.7%, or about 2,300 votes, ahead of former Mayor Sheila Dixon. And as we just heard, Brandon Scott is officially announcing and claiming his victory as the winner of the Democratic primary for Baltimore City Mayor. Dixon was already down in the polls today and only won about 5% of tonight's results. Scott has received a total of 29.4% of the vote counted so far, while Sheila Dixon has 27.7%. This puts Scott ahead by more than 2,300 votes. And there are about 2,000 total provisional and absentee ballots that still have to be counted, and Scott's lead exceeds those remaining ballots. WJZ did reach out to Sheila Dixon's campaign tonight and have not yet heard back. Scott will face off against Republican nominee, nonprofit executive Shannon Wright in November. For now, we're live outside City Hall. I'm Rachel Minitoff for WJZ.